Welcome back, guys. I am so happy to be back reading for you this month of beautiful August. I'm going to try to do things a little bit differently today just to streamline things. The reality is life is getting really busy and I kind of have to budget my time, and I still want to keep coming back to YouTube, of course, and giving thanks to all of you who have subscribed and follow and like and leave comments. So what I'm going to try today is picking signs from my little singing bowl here, and then just going through each of the signs and doing one big reading, and I'll timestamp it below for y'all so that you can find yours easily and quickly. And we'll see what the response is. If you guys really don't like it, let me know and I can find something else to do. I'm just kind of trying to play around here to get as much done as I can as I launch the other part of my business. So anyhow, I did pull a sign already, and we have Aquarius. So I'm just going to mark, that was 111 actually that we started there. Very cool. And we'll see what comes through for Aquarius. Go from there. King of Pentacles. So some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It is a Taurus card. But again, y'all know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I prefer to read the energies versus the signs. But for those of you who like signs, I'll try to remember to call them out for sure. So I really do like the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who I'm hearing like stands on their principles sort of thing. They're very honest person. They're good with their money. This is going to be someone who probably has more than one project on the go here. I'm just hearing like tried and true is what we hear. Just down to earth. No ego on this person. So, if you're dealing with this person, wondering, can I trust them? Or just wanting to confirm the details that I'm giving, this person probably doesn't put themselves first enough. Okay, let's tell us more about this King of Pentacles here. Try to get the cards on camera. Ooh, Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands. So you're on the bottom, and Five of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like this is definitely somebody that you actually might have walked away from, and they're really feeling it right now. It's the impression that I'm getting. The Seven of Cups really speaks about choice in tarot, right? Having to make decisions. These are generally emotional decisions. And, with the Two of Wands coming out next to it, it's almost like, I have a lot of abundance in my life. I have so much, and yet there's something missing here. There's something missing. So I'm just going to give me a second, Aquarius, to kind of tap in now to the intuitive side of things versus, our traditional meanings of the card. I feel like this person is looking, I wanted to say for you, like to you, for you. There is something here about you being a wish come true for this person, being the one that they would choose. I just heard again and again, every time. Okay. It's not entirely clear to me who is waiting with this Two of Wands energy here. But again, one of you, and I feel like it might be you, Aquarius, really has a lot going for you right now. I mean, I'm hearing you're sitting pretty, okay? You are in a position where you're quite comfortable. You've got everything that you need, quite honestly. And, it's almost that feeling, that euphoric feeling of, I just heard that Disney song, like the whole world in your hand. I got the whole world in my hands. But there's this looking off into the distance. Maybe let's ask that question here. Let's clarify, what are you looking towards? And if this is reversed, guys, just flip it around. What are you looking forward to? I'm hearing in the future. Gosh, it can even be like, what's your next move career-wise? Oh, no, it's not. So we've got the Tower here. I'm just going to move this over just a little bit. And we've got the King of Cups as well. So interesting. With the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Oh my goodness, look at all these people showing up. Okay. You know, it's possible that after some exploring, you know, about what really matters to you in life, about what you consider security, what you consider brings you happiness, right? That you've potentially moved away from someone like this King of Pentacles here, right? I could be getting a new offer in here with the King of Cups. So, and now I'm hearing there's two different scenarios, and of course, because it's a general reading, we do have to go to each scenario that comes through, right? So I feel like for some of you, this King of Cups represents another side to this King of Pentacles, right? Who has taken their sweet time, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow and they're cautious, right? Ooh, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here. So, you know, I mean, they could be walking away from a marriage, of course, or have walked away. I would say they have walked away, actually, because we've got 8 of Swords here. It's almost like I'm flying free. Oh my God, there's like a whole other story on the bottom of the deck. I could feel myself being pulled in to go there, but let's refocus. Let's stay organized, Aquarius, right? That's the Uranus, right? So like I was saying, one of two scenarios. Either this King of Pentacles, who has taken their sweet time trying to make a decision about what they wanted, and it sounds like they want you, right? After a Tower moment where the two of you probably had a break, a separation, they're now coming back in this King of Cups energy, and they're willing to, you know, share their emotions with you, share hopes and dreams. Just be a little bit more transparent, I'm hearing, and a little bit more playful. After coming through some pretty emotionally turbulent times on their behalf, okay? So I feel like this is a really humbling moment for them, and it's not the easiest for this person to communicate. It's difficult for them to express feelings, okay? They probably do okay up in their head and with day-to-day things, you know, money, analytics, this sort of thing, but emotions, that's something different. But I feel like they are trying, okay? I think this person has been through a lot leading up to this. Again, I'll read from the bottom with this scenario. You know, it's possible that they did walk away from a spouse. They have left that person. This relationship was clipping their wings, but this was a very difficult thing for them to do, you know, but I think they really felt like they wanted to move towards their wish fulfillment, and that they couldn't let obligation or finances hold them back from making this decision any longer. And, you know, had decided after a lot of thinking and a lot of time that this was absolutely the right thing to do for them. But again, this was not easy, okay? The other scenario I have is that you're moving away from this King of Pentacles, and because, you know, they were slow, because they couldn't make up their mind. And I think you knew exactly what you wanted, and you wanted to pursue it. And so knowing this, and knowing, you know, sitting in your power and this sort of thing, you know, I believe that this was, again, this knowingness of what you really wanted. You've built a strong foundation for yourself. But these old ideas of what you thought a home should look like, or what love would look like, sort of thing, kind of got blown to smithereens, right? And it's almost a sad feeling, because it's this idea that you've got to let something go that you might really like or love or miss, but with the understanding that, you know, you've changed and you've evolved, and you're moving on towards someone who does have more emotional depth, who has, you know, the ability to go there. And the King of Cups, you know, feels a lot, but they don't necessarily say a lot, right? But it's almost, I feel like it's this offering of wanting to express to you what's in their heart and what's going on, the energy in this person. If this is a new person, I feel like this person is probably quite blunted, like their affect, like it's almost like they don't show a lot of emotion in their face, but don't for a second think that means that they're not feeling a ton under the surface. Okay, we've got Queen of Cups and the Devil on the bottom. So, you know, here we are looking at potentially a perfect match for you, Aquarius. Potentially, right? So let's see. I'm just gonna use a separate deck. We'll clarify. There's the Tower and the Devil coming back again here. Let's talk about this King of Pentacles energy here. Let's find out a little bit more about them. Yeah, the two of you, death showing up at the bottom. It's interesting. That came out in the clump of cards that I put back. But with the Five of Swords energy here and the Page of Swords, I feel like there was some sort of, not a, I want to say a war of words, because I don't feel that energy in here, but there were certainly words exchanged at some point in time between the two of you. And, you know, it led to, you know, a tower moment for you in some respect. And so, you know, the Page of Swords here, I almost feel like there's this energy, it's almost this bashful of energy of coming back to apologize or to just explore something a little bit more, like, hey, I'm hearing, can we go back and just kind of talk about what happened there? And I feel like maybe I didn't communicate, you know, the best, or I wasn't entirely clear. You know, someone feels to me like someone's seeking closure and they feel really far away from you right now. You know, they feel it's almost like they're a million miles away from you. And I feel like this is really on this person's mind. And again, it's this very bashful energy of wanting to come through and have a discussion after an ending between the two of you. So the energy I'm picking up from that. Now, what is it that you're looking forward to here with this Two of Wands? We'll see if we can get the same cards out. Three of Cups. Yeah, like I feel like you're ready to bring some joy back into your life is what I'm hearing, okay? It's almost like I've got a lot of things in my life right now. I'm motivated. I've got a lot to look forward to. But what I'm missing is that sense of joy and love in my life. You know, somebody that can be a committed partner with me, someone that I can have fun with, someone who's investing in something just as much as I am. And when you know, send that out into the universe and ask for this or put that intention out there, you know, this brings a tower moment where it's like, you know, then something's got to change. If you weren't getting it back here, you know, then you need to move forward and find your peace and your happiness elsewhere, or give this person time to sort their stuff out here. Yeah, we've got Ace of Wands here. It's like, I want to feel that passion. I want someone who's just as passionate about me as I am for them, you know? So let's find out what's going on with this King of Cups. What's the significance of the King of Cups in your reading here, Aquarius? I don't know that you've actually met this person yet, if it is a new person. Let's get some insight. Again, I'm really picking up two distinct groups. One group, this person is coming back to you in a much more, I want to say mature way, but just they're willing to make some of the changes that you were asking for, especially in the emotions department, okay? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this person, you know, feels that they've invested time and energy with you. Like you guys were building something good and they don't want to let that go. But there's this burden here. There's hearing there's something I need to get off my chest. So, you know, for the majority of you, this is probably somebody coming back to express this, to release heavy burdens, okay? Yeah, they've been spending some time thinking about what went down with this Five of Swords here and made you look forward and think about, you know, what is it that I want? And they received enlightenment during their time away from you, okay? It's almost like I'm hearing like it was a timeout. They could have had a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on their mind at the time that was overwhelming them, I'm hearing, and they just needed to just cool it, like just to drop as much activity in their life as they could to get time to think and reflect and really understand what it is that they wanted. With the Nine of Wands in reverse here, it's this idea of like dropping the guard, you know, like this person could have been really guarded with you. You know, there could have been an element of breadcrumbing involved, or what felt like it anyhow. This person was kind of just really feeling it, and it came across to you as just not moving forward with you in the relationship, and certainly not expressing feelings and stuff like that. But they're saying, you know, they're coming forward to saying that they're coming out of this energy. Yeah, with this energy of walking away with time to reflect and to dropping their guard and just kind of decompressing for a bit. You know, it's almost elements of, well, it's interesting. I feel like it's almost even like character development, the High Priestess on the bottom. Intuitively, you'll know if this person's BSing you or not, but it really does feel like, again, I'm getting a couple different scenarios here where someone walked away either because they had parental responsibilities that they had to attend to, family responsibilities, even if there's no children involved. And through this process, again, we get the King of Cups again, where this person really was able to almost unearth aspects of themselves that they wanted to work on and wanted to, I don't want to say grow, but it just really, what I'm getting is unearth it, right? Like this is a part of them that they really wanted to explore and to work on. And they felt called to this. It's almost like divine guidance with this Temperance card here. I feel like it was time. And I don't know if they had dreams potentially, or, you know, if they've got angels or spirit guides or something that they believe in that visited them and that really woke them up and was like, you know, this needs to be addressed and you can do this. But none of this could have happened if the two of you hadn't have gone your separate ways. You hadn't gotten the insights that you got and they hadn't gotten theirs, okay? So, if they weren't walking away to address parental responsibilities or family responsibilities or even work responsibilities, if they weren't doing that, I just feel like this was part of this person's evolution of almost, I want to say, growing up and almost reconciling is the word I'm looking for, reconciling aspects of themselves that maybe they weren't the happiest with, you know, that they wanted to improve upon. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting close to the 20-minute mark, Aquarius. So I'm going to try to wrap this one up. Let's get some advice cards for you. Let's get a message of what this person would say to you. Let's do that. I think the advice, you know, that I'm getting so far for you is, you know, let this person come forward and hear them out if you so choose, but certainly don't put a pause on your life. I think you've gotten real clear in your mind what you want and of your worth and that sort of thing. And I don't think that you should let this person slow you down. You know, I would never recommend waiting on anyone because you don't know. You don't know the timing of anything. No one can really predict that, right? Things can change in a heartbeat, and maybe some of you aren't even interested, right? So, but I feel like it would be worth it. You know, I feel like this person is coming forward in all sincerity and stuff like that, and is deserving of a listen, you know. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. What would this person say to Aquarius, please, if they come back? Man, even if this isn't a new person coming towards you, I feel like this is what you know you want. You want this King of Cups energy. You want somebody that, you know, isn't all gooey all over, but, you know, isn't just up in their head all the time either. I think it's really clear to you that that's what you're looking for now, and you've set that intention, and so that's who you'll call forward, right? So the message we have here is Heaven by Neil Horan. That's a song. right? It's really beautiful. And I feel that energy, like with this Page of Swords here, it is very much like that. Like this, again, I feel like this person's sincere in what they say. And they are, you know, I can see that they really have been through it. Still in love with the ex, just kind of peeked through there. So again, you know, that might be significant for some of you. They may need to do some more healing around that. This could have been part of the walking away. Never tear us apart by in excess. You know, for that sign, me, the message is always, don't ask me what you know is true. I don't have to tell you I love your precious heart, okay? So don't doubt that this person loves you. They absolutely do. Absolutely do. One more message, please. For our beautiful Aquarius team. No, I think that's it, guys. That is it. That is all, Aquarius. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Ooh, Shelby next. You guys know I'm not good at editing, and honestly, I'm so busy. Even if I was, I don't think I have time to do it. But again, I really want to get these readings out for y'all. So let's just give it a tap. Clear the energies for the next team. Who do we have? Taurus. All right. Funny, because the reading we just did was King of Pentacles first coming out, and that is Taurus. So 2220. Gosh, I wonder if my memory card is gonna have enough for all these readings. I might have to break them up. Oofy. Let's get some messages for Taurus, please. Sorry if that's loud, guys. Messages for Taurus, please. Put this back over there. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. Oh my goodness. Messages for Taurus, please. Oh. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Swords with the King of Swords and the Empress energy. Wow. Okay. And Four of Pentacles on the bottom. So it's interesting that air came through in your reading, the earth reading, and in the air reading, earth came through. So maybe you guys are connecting. Let's take a look here. So Knight of Swords here is definitely this energy of someone who's got something to say. Okay, this is somebody who's been either reading a lot or reflecting a lot on something, and they're coming in with a message, and I'm hearing that it will be crystal clear. There will be no doubt as to what this person means or says. This is very direct communication and might come in rather swiftly, okay? This is someone who doesn't mince words, and, you know, they're confident in what they're saying. It's interesting because they're sending this towards King of Swords, which, you know, is a lot of air energy right off the start for you, Taurus. So I don't know if you're dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But with this King of Swords energy, it's almost this very decisive action towards I feel like this is you, if I'm being quite honest, this King of Swords energy. So someone's coming in towards you with this communication, but they're a little less mature than you. Like with your energy here, I feel like you've got a little more life experience. You're a little more polished. You're a little more, you know, you're the type of person that will think before you speak. And so while this person has a lot to say and they're kind of on fire, you almost have this energy of like, yes. You've got words of your own here. Like when the King of Swords communicates, again, it's very clear, it's very concise, and you know, they're not someone you want to go to war with because they'll win. You know, like I'm just hearing like this isn't my first rodeo sort of thing, right? So best be careful. I've been around the block a few times, I'm hearing, so I know there is a bit of kind of tension that I'm feeling in this reading between you and this person, whoever this is. It could be like even a younger sibling. I'm not sure. It'll become clear as we go. With this Empress energy here, it's interesting. I mean, it can literally be pregnancy for sure. But I almost get this energy of someone who feels that they're not quite ready for something. Like they haven't earned their status somehow, or you know, you're pursuing a creative idea or a new project, or it could be even parenthood, literally, right? Where you just don't feel like, can I really do this? I don't know if I'm ready. Like, am I really? And the answer is yes, you are. Like you're in full bloom here, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing it could be a career opportunity coming for you, and you're just like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Like, am I like, or a raise or something? And the answer is yes, you are. You're the Empress here, okay? You have a lot to offer someone or a company, or maybe it's your own company, right? Like it's kind of like, don't hesitate to put on that crown, you know, and take what's yours. With the Four of Pentacles on the bottom here, again, I'm getting that it's a belief that you might have around, you know, self-worth, whether it's in love or money, where it's just like, I don't know that I deserve that. I don't know that that's meant for me. Okay, Taurus, it's very interesting energy. Tell us more about this situation here. What's this situation? Seven of Pentacles, right? So it's this idea again, and that came up in Aquarius's reading as well, of, you know, is it time? Is this the right time? Have I really worked at something long and hard enough? You know, do I have enough experience? And again, if it's matters of having a family, is it like, am I prepared for this? And again, you know, the color brightens up here. The colors are very similar in these two cards, and it's like, of course you are, right? And so what's led you to this self-doubt, and whether it's career or love, it's this Three of Swords. I feel like you've been hurt in the past, and interestingly enough, here comes the King of Pentacles again, and the Three of Swords that we got in Aquarius's reading. So again, you could be dealing with an earth sign or air sign, I feel like somebody really shook your confidence, whether this was a love or a boss or something like that. You know, I feel like it might be someone that you worked with, whatever situation that was, because we're getting a lot of threes in here. And almost, honestly, I'm picking up almost a bullying energy, like a catty energy. You know, whether it's from family or coworkers or something like that, that again, like shook your confidence in this situation. Okay, let's get out the other deck here. I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter. I went a bit long in Aquarius, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't go that long if I'm going to try to put everybody on one video. All right, let's break it down. What's this Knight of Swords want to tell you? We know they're coming in, and they're coming in hot. So what is this Knight of Swords about? just feel like, Taurus, it's just a somber energy coming off of you. Like, this is something where I feel like you should feel on top of the world and so excited, and yet it's this energy of like, meh. Like, you know? Oh, good Lord. Hope I didn't lose any down there. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords coming in again, right? I feel, honestly, Taurus, I feel like this is career for a lot of you. With the Two of Cups on the bottom, it's kind of interesting because that then throws a wrench into things. But what I'm seeing here is that you've been busy manifesting something. You've been working really hard on either yourself or your career, right? Cancer energy here. So this is something, you know, June, July could have been significant. And now we've got August with Leo here with the sun. This should be one of the happiest times in your life. This communication coming in should bring you so much happiness, you know, a sense of community, a sense of connectedness or something. But again, this somber look on his face is like, meh. Like, you know, there's no movement in this card either, right? Like in some of the other decks. So it's just like, it's almost like everything you've always wanted is coming towards you and you're feeling not that great about it. So what's causing this energy here? I mean, we did talk about it a bit with the past, like something someone might have said to you or done something to you to kind of burst your bubble or create self-doubt in your mind. I feel like this is something from the past. And more remotely, I'm getting for some of you, if this is a work thing, you might have overheard some colleagues talking about you. Some gossip. Page of Wands. Okay. I'm hearing for some of you, you just think it's too good to be true, but that's not really. That might be one or two of you. Why so somber? Why is Taurus so somber here? I feel like for some of you, if it's romantic, you think that all they want is the physical part of things. You know, and again, if it's career, it's a matter of, can I trust this? Is this too good to be true? Like, sounds good, looks good, but me, I don't know. What's this judgment about here? I feel like this is spirit coming through here and telling you again, like, you are so deserving of this. Yes, like with the Ten of Cups here, the King of Pentacles showing up again, Justice, Nine of Cups, and the Star. These are all amazing cards. It talks about love. It talks about fulfillment, you know, happiness in the home with the King of Pentacles, which is typically someone that's going to want to build something with you. You know, this might be someone that you were married to at one time or that you are married to, or they're just marriage material. They're everything that you could have ever wanted. For some of you, there could be, you know, a drinking issue involved, possibly, but I really don't get that energy, you know, I really don't, because with the Star, we've got healing. So it's like, you know, if someone's coming forward, they're coming forward in a way that you aren't able to trust. But honestly, what they're offering is amazing. And maybe that's why you think to yourself, this is too good to be true. Like, it just is. But it looks to me like it's the real thing. I feel like this is you in this energy here with the Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Hermit. All right, it's possible that this person has been a bit flighty in the past and left you out in the cold if this is a romantic situation, and they did walk away for a time, right? They weren't offering you much. Again, there's this breadcrumbing energy that I'm picking up again, where they offered you just a little bit of something. But I feel like with you being honest about what you wanted or didn't want and spending some time thinking about this, you know, you laid it out for them, and now they're coming forward to you with this communication here. Again, very quick communication, and it's left you in a quandary of indecision of like, what should I do? I don't know. But by all means, Taurus, it looks sincere, it looks good. So, you know, as it stands right now, if this is resonating with you, that's the message. Clear and simple, okay? All right. Sorry, that was like my little dog snorting. She's got like a short little muzzle, so yeah, I feel like you might have really gone through it with somebody. All right, on to the next one, Taurus. Let's clear the energy here so we can move on. Who is going to be next? Aries. Yes. Cannot forget to timestamp because I don't want to have to watch the whole video again. I honestly, guys, I shouldn't say never, I rarely ever go back and rewatch videos. It's so weird. Like, now I know what they mean when they say, you know, movie stars that don't like to watch their own movies. It's so strange, and I can pick it apart 100 times, you know. So once it's out there, it's like the message is for you guys. It's out there in the universe. Do with it what you will. I really let that go. So sorry if it's a little choppy, but I'm not going back to edit it. All right, Aries. What have we got for you, loves? King of Wands. Ooh, I love that energy. Is this you, Aries? Let's get a couple more cards out and see. The Sun on the bottom, and we've got the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands peeking out. We'll see if that comes back. I feel like this is you, Aries, but let's get a few more. Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Oh boy, with the Four of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, this is you, all right. I feel like you're really investing in yourself right now, Aries. It's all about you, and I feel like it's paying off. You know, when I look at this card, I do see somebody who's in their most powerful energy. Like, they're really coming into their own. They're, you know, on fire, but in a very, how do I put it, like methodical way. Like, it's almost like this magic coming out of everything that you do, and it's almost, well, it looks effortless. I don't know how it feels inside. You know, Three of Pentacles coming out next. It's this idea that I'm building, you know, I'm using like multiple talents. Like, I feel like you're somebody who's building something of your own, whether it's like a legacy or a business or a career. There's something here that's being built, and you're building multiple things at once. Like, you kind of got your hands in a few different cookie jars and using what's available to you. There is an indication here that you might be working with others as well while you do this. People that are or have different skills than you, though. Could be an air sign that's helping you out, but just somebody whose energy is just a little bit different. So I'm getting this sense here of like, well, I'm really good at this. So, you know, and you know it, and so you stick to that part of it, and you're employing someone, or you're getting help from others who have a different skill set and are kind of helping you build this life for yourself. I feel like this comes on the heels of somebody really hurting you. There's a sense of some pretty raw vulnerability here where you might have shown a side of yourself, more tender side, more nurturing side. And I almost get this energy to feel like I can feel you or see you pulling back and just being like, that hurt, and I'm going to be way more careful next time. Like, this, the look on her face here is, I'm not going to let that happen again. That's never going to happen again. And so, you know, you're really protecting yourself, you're protecting your ideas, you're protecting your investments. There's this energy of just being very careful because you've been burned in the past, right? I feel like this is spirit behind you, kind of holding this umbrella over you and kind of keeping you calm and keeping you centered, and also with you when you're feeling blue, when you're feeling a bit down. You know, if you feel this energy of, you know, someone behind you, or, you know, angel wings wrapped around you, or just a calming presence, something like that, then I feel like that spirit kind of coming in and assisting you during this time, because, you know, this wasn't easy, whatever this was. It's a bit interesting because normally I'd expect to see that card over here, but it almost is like I'm reading in reverse. So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of reflecting on where you are now and how you got here. Boy, this is popular today. The Knight of Pentacles has been showing up for Aquarius and Taurus as well. The Hierophant on the bottom. Some of you could be doing some studies, or have been doing studies to help you build whatever this is. 3 years could be significant. The last 3 years. I feel like there was endings associated with all of this. What's this Knight of Pentacles about, though? I feel, again, I'm building. I just keep hearing like I'm building. I'm just methodically building towards something that I want. 5 of Wands energy, which is interesting because that also came out in the last reading, with Justice and Temperance also came out. I just love, and it was in the other decks, guys. It's not even the same deck, and you know, you can see I shuffle quite a bit. So it's one of the advantages of using the same deck, is seeing the cards come up regardless of how much you shuffle, right? 4 of Swords in the Tower. Wow, and the Page of Swords. So interesting. Again, that just came up in the last reading of this heartfelt apology coming towards you sort of thing. So if we're breaking this down here with the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like this is almost telling a backstory to this. Again, it's almost like I'm moving in reverse. So I feel like some of you are reflecting heavily on how far you've come up until this point. With the 5 of Wands, to me, and right beside the Justice especially, it's speaking to me about legal matters and some strategy that had to be involved. And so whether this is corporate, whether this is personal, you know, through the courts or something like that, it's almost like there's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of things to be navigated within a legal system or a legal context. And by God, it took all of the grace that you had in your body to move through this. It took a lot of balance, a lot of trust. I think what Spirit's really wanting to convey right now is you did this so gracefully. Like they just wanted to say that you handled this so well, like with grace, with the utmost respect, and just, I don't know how else to explain it. I just keep hearing the same word over and over again. It's just grace, right? And if you look at the energy in these cards, it's very much about that. You handled a very complex situation so well. But, and there's a big but here, Spirit's worried about you. Okay, with this 4 of Swords here in the Tower energy, it's like you need to take time out and rest now. You know, it's great that, you know, you weathered this and you're rebuilding your life, and you're being very cautious about how you're doing that and how you're investing and who you're investing in this sort of thing. But you have to make time for rest, okay? It's like, again, I can't say it enough. You have to make time for rest. If you're having trouble sleeping, please seek help for that from, you know, a medical professional of sorts, you know, to receive assistance with that, because you really do need some downtime as well, especially after everything that you've been through. The warning is, if you don't, Spirit's going to do it for you, and it's going to rock your world, and it's not going to be comfortable. You know, it's not going to destroy your life by any means, right? The foundation is still there, but it is going to cause an upset in the home specifically. And this is something I'm hearing like you just can't afford right now. And so it's really calling for you to balance here. spending more time with family, more investment in self, like self-love, doing more things that bring you joy, the passionate things in your life, okay? Calming activities that can kind of cool your head down if you're doing a lot of thinking, okay? So I am going to leave it there, Aries, so we can move on to the next sign. I feel like that covers it. It's pretty straightforward message, you know, and again, a huge congratulations. The Spirit is saying, like, you know, you're doing amazing, but just remember to bring balance in and to rest and take care of yourself, because you're not going to be able to sustain it at the current pace if you don't take time to rest and get some help with sleep, okay? Who shall we do next? Oh, Virgo. 4556. Virgos. Ooh. Looks like you've been through a tower moment of your own and possibly breaking free from things. Recognizing strength in areas of your life where you thought maybe you'd kind of lost it, or you needed to spend a little more time investing in. Let's shuffle it really well, because we're getting like repeating cards, and so I just want to make sure that we are shuffling these guys enough that we can get some fresh new energy in here. If we can't, we'll just switch decks. But all right, what's going on for Virgo this month here? I'm gonna say, you know, this month, because, you know, I'm hoping I can get back before September, but if I don't, you know, I don't want to make false promises to you guys. Lots going on. So Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? Nine of Wands, Virgo. Ooh, with the Devil on the bottom. I feel like you've been through it, but the good news is you're on the mend, okay? But you've been through something really difficult in your recent past anyways. Like, this is not something that happened in the last month or two, that's for sure. I'm just hearing like you're on the mend, okay? You've got your eye on something or someone. You're considering taking action. Let's just see what other cards come out here. Two of Pentacles. You're pausing. You're not sure. Okay. Let's try to get one more card out here. What's this? Oh, it's not Two of Pentacles. It's Ten of Pentacles. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, tell us more about this Ten of Pentacles, please. What are you looking forward to, Virgo? I feel like this looking forward energy here. The King of Pentacles showing up again at the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Well, you might have love on the brain, but let's just see. We'll break it down card by card here. We'll get some clarifiers too. Yeah, so like I said, with that Nine of Wands energy, you know, I feel like, again, some of you have really been through it, but you're actually in a good space right now. It's almost like you've turned the thorns into roses. So, you know, if you were facing adversities, things that had, you know, injured you in the past, or even just heavy burdens that you've been carrying, I feel like slowly but surely you're addressing each one of those, and you're kind of getting your vitality back, and you're kind of starting to see the lightness and the beauty in life again. You know, not to get too excited because we only have one bloom coming off this rose bush, but hey, you know, it's better than none at all is what I'm hearing. Okay, Page of Wands here. Like I said, you've got your eye on something. And this comes after an ending either in career or family. Interesting. We're gonna dive into that after I talk about this card a little bit more, but this is almost this energy of like, it's funny, I just heard like I spy with my little eye. So I don't know that if you have your eye on someone or something, but it's a bit of an adventure for you. I think whatever this is, it's kind of exciting, and it's like I'm kind of ready to go to this. I'm kind of ready to to see a cool, what could be a really cool part of my life with this Page of Wands energy, okay? But it's the very beginnings of something. Yeah. You know, some of you might want to look up the meaning of parrot or toucan. I'm just asking right now, like, what's the significance of the toucan there? Because it's really standing out. Something exotic. Toucans are really exotic. They are the kind of bird, they're really difficult to care for outside of their native environment. You know, they need a special diet, special care. You know, they need lots of room to jump around, you know. So it could be someone like that in your circles, or just something or someone needing that kind of attention from you is what I'm getting. That's in your life, but it's almost like whatever's going on around you that needs your care and attention and is kind of, you know, bustling around like that. There's something outside of that that's really got you distracted and that you kind of have your eye on. When I talked about the Ten of Pentacles here, you know, Ten of Pentacles, like I said, I feel like it's walking away because it's almost like this guy feels like he's 100 years old. He's got all these obligations, all these responsibilities. He's made all these investments in his family life and his career and that sort of thing, but he feels a million miles away from it. So you either feel really disconnected from family right now, or you could literally be disconnected from them, you know, through separation, through divorce. You could be traveling, you know, it's going to be different for everybody. But what's interesting is when I look at, because this is almost like looking off, like not satisfied, right? Like I'm looking off into the distance at something else. And when I asked her what that was, you know, Virgo, you're showing up, well, actually King of Pentacles is actually Taurus, but it's this energy of Earth where it's like I'm a million miles away. I think there's actually a song that just came to my mind. I think it's Dwight Yoakam, A Million Miles from Nowhere. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, check that out, Virgo, if that resonates with you. Anyways, yeah, let's pull some clarifiers here to get a better understanding of what it is that's going on, because it's not super clear to me. I'm getting like a lot of static, so it's almost like, I don't know if you're having troubles kind of tuning into something or someone or into your intuition, but it's almost like, you know, it's this frustration that you experience, you know, when you're trying to tune in, or on the old radios, you're trying to tune into the old radio station and it's just like, and you can kind of hear it, it's kind of coming through, but not quite. I feel like that's how your head feels, or your brain feels right now. It's just like, you know, possibly some overwhelm. Okay, tell us, let's hear more. We're going to start from the top, talk about the Nine of Wands here, Virgo. I'm just going to set these aside for the minute. Yeah, so this Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. So Nine of Pentacles is typically someone who is single. This is someone who has everything that they could ever want. I feel like this is someone external to you. This is someone who is very powerful in their own right. This is someone who can be quite successful. There's someone that has everything that they need to be comfortable, and they've achieved it on their own. Okay, they're very self-sufficient. They don't want for anything, and they certainly don't need anybody. All right, I feel like in the past you might have had some conflict with this person and walked away from them due to indecision. Okay, with the Seven of Cups energy here related to this wounding, it could relate something with this person, because the Seven of Cups really speaks about choice in my life, and we've got heavy burdens here. Okay, so you know, it's possible that some of you were faced with a lot of heavy burdens, a lot of responsibilities, right? Kind of everybody coming at you all at once, and this is leaving you in this, like, I don't know what to do, almost paralyzed, because you're just like in overwhelm. There's so much, right? And with this Devil energy here, I mean, You know, let's talk about that. What could the Devil energy be? You know, sometimes this is being tied to somebody. This is being bound to somebody, I'm hearing, right? Where it's just like the two of you are tied together forever and nothing's going to change that, okay? You see, oh, I hope you can't see it actually, because apparently YouTube doesn't like nudity on their cards. So we're just going to put a little crystal over that to pretend it wasn't there. Yeah, so you know, not the Devil in this situation, you know, coming out of this Seven of Wands is not going to be a Nine of Wands is not going to be a healthy situation. All right, this is pretty toxic. It could also involve addiction and stuff like that, but I feel more than anything, I feel like you were potentially in a relationship that was toxic, okay? And there was heavy burdens associated with this and a lot of confusion about what should I do, what choice should I make, like you know, but I feel like you're coming out of it now and you're doing some healing energy. When I ask about the Page of Wands next, what is this about? You definitely have your eye on somebody that you are quite fond of. The Two of Cups energy can be two people very much in love. It can also be two people that are just really close in friendship. It's a very strong bond, incredibly strong bond. I'm hearing it's incredibly therapeutic. There's this sense of almost, it could be sexual tension, but almost like wanting to be very, it's almost like you're really shy around each other. Like it's this kind of like sheepish energy almost. And I feel like your energy is moving towards this person and just being very cautious and very careful with them. And this person is, you know, being equally as cautious. It's a beautiful union. It's a beautiful connection. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that there's some sexual energy involved in this as well with that Page of Wands card. I feel like either, you know, there is distance here. Like when we see the home back here, this really represents that there's either distance between the two of you, literally, so you're not in communication with this person. Perhaps they live further away than you, or this is something that you're wanting to keep secret right now, or feelings that you have for this person that you want to keep secret. So it's really going to depend on, you know, what scenario you're in. Is going to be different for every Virgo, okay? But yeah, like I said, in this card here, this definitely indicates this very primal carnal feelings towards this person, okay? Yeah, you know, it could have been an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you were dealing with that, you know, basically was looking for love in a situation here, okay? This is ultimate wish fulfillment. And it's kind of like, I'm just hearing that U2 song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Because the Three of Wands really speaks about like waiting for my ship to come in, waiting for what it is that I want. You know, what is it that I most desire? So feeling when I look at the Ten of Pentacles here, just a lot of pressure. There's just a lot of pressure. It's kind of taking me back to this Ten of Wands energy. Tell us a little more about this Two of Cups, Page of Wands. Tell us a little more about this person that you have your eye on, because I do feel like it is a person. Yeah, there's definitely some loss and sadness associated with this connection. This could be things stressing you out. I feel like whatever went down with this person could possibly be keeping you awake at night. You could be worrying about it or just feeling guilty or bad or just not good, very unsettled. Five of Cups card here is all about loss. It's about something that meant a lot to us and we lost it somehow, okay? But what we're seeming to miss here is that there's two cups right behind us that haven't spilled over. So there's still hope in this. And I feel like some of you might be feeling like there is still love here. There is still something that you'd like to bring forward to whoever this is that you have your eye on. And so there's this energy here of coming towards somebody, you know, with a cup of love sort of thing. And again, very boyish, sheepish energy coming through in today's readings where it's like here, like, you know, I miss you, I really care about you, like you're really meaningful to me, you know, something along those lines. And if it's not you, you can flip it around and reverse it, that this person, you know, is potentially coming towards you to say this. Again, Nine of Wands, or Nine of Swords, sorry, talking about, you know, stress and worry after taking some time out to reflect and to rest and just to kind of gather yourself and think about what is it that I really want out of my life. And look, we've got the same cards appearing that were before, okay? Walking away from an air sign, But obviously, you know, someone wanting, you know, the 10 of Cups, so happy family, happy life sort of thing. But I feel like there could be some guilt involved here. Like somebody felt like they were sneaky, or they ghosted or something like that, or they just kind of, you know, snuck off to go rest for a bit, and they feel kind of bad about it. Okay, so whether that's you or them, I don't know, Virgo, but in any event, it's just 10 of Pentacles here. Let's talk about this. I feel like, you know, if you do have your eye on this person and you did come forward to them to kind of talk about things, I think you would talk a little bit more about your family situation and your home situation and work, and how difficult that has been for you, and why you've kind of been, you know, avoiding this person or away from this person, because I really feel like you know them. Like this energy here, it feels like this energy of familiarity is what I'm picking up. So I feel like in coming forward, you might be a little more transparent with this person about the day-to-day things and some of the burdens that you were carrying that led to that walking away that we saw on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we've got the Cancer energy here. I feel like you're considering, or vice versa, you know, coming towards this person eventually. Some of this could have gone down in Cancer season, because the Chariot does represent Cancer. And what's interesting in this deck, I always get this energy here. Normally where this card would be fast moving and be movement forward, in this deck I always interpret it as not moving. So really wanting something, feeling really good about it, there's a lot of power behind it, but feeling stuck, like you can't. I'm just hearing like, what would I even say? All right, so some of you might be stuck. Yeah, so you're concerned. You might be concerned that what you have to bring forward to this person might be too piddly for them. Like it might seem too like not big enough, and or that you can't offer them a lot right now. And so this kind of leaves you in this state. Like if you look at his face, it looks kind of sad, right? It's just like, I don't have a lot to offer this person. So honestly, like what good is it to go forward? Okay, like if I can't. Let's hear about this King of Pentacles here. What's this King of Pentacles about? I'm just hearing that song again, that Dwight Yoakam song, A Million Miles from Nowhere. I might actually tag it in the description box, because it does keep coming through again and again. King of Pentacles, let's clarify the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, they're everything that I just described here. It's you wanting to come forward to this person. I feel like, again, like you feel like you're a million miles away from them, but you definitely are watching them. You've got your eye on them. And again, if this is reverse, guys, or you're cross watching, just flip it around. Okay, the Strength card here, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely somebody that you walked away from, that you had some conflict with. There's a conversation that took place here with the Five of Wands, but there is conflict. This person, they saw you as really guarded, just really guarded and really up in your head, and just there's just no emotional component to this at all, like none in the past. Okay, like none. And for the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, that won't do. You know, you need a little mix of everything with them. So the good news is you're bringing love forward, should you actually decide to move forward here. Okay, but I feel like this is going to take a lot of strength, or this, you perceive this person as really strong. Like it's almost like this person soothed any wounds that you might have. So the harsher edges of yourself, or like this person was almost like medicine for you, and just made life better, I'm hearing. Okay, but I feel again that there's this energy of pulling back and being like, do I have enough? Is it time? No, maybe I should do a little bit more work on myself. You know, the family thing is coming up yet again, Ten of Pentacles, right? So it's almost like this hesitancy. I think is what this Chariot not moving forward, right, is just like you get up in your head and you start thinking about the logistics of things. So when you're in your heart, it all seems very clear, and it's almost like, do it. Like, you know, move forward. You know what's in your heart is true. But when you get up in your head and you start thinking about the logistics of things, then that's when it's just like, well, I don't know if it's time yet. I don't know if I'm ready, you know, this sort of thing. What Spirit's encouraging you to do is to follow your heart with the King of Cups energy here. King of Cups energy is beautiful because this is somebody who is a very nice balance of head over heart, right? So they're not like emotions spilling out everywhere, but they know how to access them. But they're also very level-headed and just a really decent person, okay? A really good person. So I feel like, you know, your advice in this situation, if you're looking for it, is, you know, to go for it, and that you can balance it all, especially with this person's health, because they're incredibly strong. Like, you get the strength card out, that's definitely, yeah, here they are again. This person's heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken. King of Wands. You want to know why? This person's heartbroken because they don't have you, right? There's this almost this energy, yeah, where you maybe, there was an ending here. There was a death of something because something needed to change. It could have been a marriage here of some sort, but it's like the ending of something, and someone being too much in their wanting to control a situation. I've got to be this guy here. I've got to be strong. I've got to be in control. I've got to be measured. I've got to, you know, everything that society, you know, expects of somebody. And, you know, it wasn't being true to this relationship, to yourself. And it hurt this Queen of Cups, who's now taken on the energy of the Queen of Wands. It's almost like they've lost some of that sensitivity through this experience. Once you moved away from them, it's almost like this energy of like, never mind, like kind of guarding their heart and being in their power, and not losing their softness, but definitely hardened them a bit because of this separation with you. So it's almost like by you not focusing on emotion or not honoring the emotional side of things, it almost created a ripple effect throughout this person's life, where then they kind of shut down and they didn't feel safe or comfortable, or it hurt them in the sense that, you know, their vulnerability was injured, I suppose is the word for it, I guess. So, and I'm getting that this person, like when they're looking at the money, they don't care about all the structure and stability and the money and everything like that. Like for them to go to the Queen of Cups, to the Queen of Wands, they just wanted love. That's what's most important to them, you know? Interesting. All right, any final cards before we close up for Virgo, please? No. Virgo, I think that's pretty straightforward. That is pretty cut and dry. So we're going to close that up and carry on the next reading. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a fabulous week. All right, let's clear the energy. Who shall we read for next? I might have to actually break these up. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one more. Hopefully I have enough room on my card. All right, Cancer. What do we have for Cancer today? Actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to cut it because if I lose this video, I don't want to lose the entire thing. So let's stop it here, and I'll make a part 2 and maybe part 3. I don't know, for the other readings. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll make sure to link them together at the end. Ciao.